Grid, Nelson Piquet in a brilliant 13th pole position in his career, ahead of the two McLaren men, Alain Prost and Niki Lauda, with Elio De Angelis 4th, Keke Rosberg 5th, Derek Warwick 6th, Ayrton Senna 7th, Nigel Mansell in 8th position, and the other British driver, Jonathan Palmer, 23rd, for what should be a great race. Pole position, Nelson Sotomayor Piquet. Sotomayor is his real name. Piquet is his mother's maiden name, and that was the name he used when he started racing. Alain Prost, the Frenchman, with 3 wins this year, an incredible record, leads the World Championship by 10.5 points. Third on the grid, one of the very greatest of all time, Nicolas Andreas Lauda, Austrian double world champion, 2 first places this year, a second, 24 points. The man who opted out of Grand Prix racing for 2 years because he was bored of it. Elio De Angelis, the Italian who has been wonderfully consistent this year. There have been 9 Grand Prix races so far. He has scored World Championship points, as you can see, in 8 of them. And De Angelis, number 11 on the grid in his JPS Lotus with its V6 Renault engine, is 3rd in the championship with 23.5 points. 75 laps, 196 miles. Piquet, left front. Prost, right front. Behind Piquet is Niki Lauda. Behind Prost is De Angelis. Behind Lauda is Rosberg. Behind De Angelis is Warwick. And Ayrton Senna is on the left-hand side of your picture, 4 cars back. Into paddock. De Angelis sprints through. And they're all away, clear and running, an excellent start. Piquet leads into Druids. Piquet leads out of Druids, down into Graham Hill Bend. Then it is Alain Prost 2nd, De Angelis 3rd, Lauda 4th, Warwick 5th, and Nigel Mansell up into 6th position. And off goes the Ram at the bottom of Graham Hill of Philippe Alliot. Eddie Cheever was involved, and so was Stefan Johansson, the Swedish driver, in the second of the 2 Tyrrells, deputising for the injured Martin Brundle. Philippe Alliot gone off. There he was, getting out seemingly okay, out of the Ram Heart. Excitement right in the opening stages of the British Grand Prix, with Nelson Piquet leading, Prost 2nd, De Angelis 3rd, Lauda, Warwick, then Rosberg and Mansell and Michele Alboreto. Irene Arnoux well down the field, and here are the tail-enders going through as the leaders come through into Clark Curve, out of Clearways into the Bradford Straight, completing the first lap with Piquet building up a lead. And Eddie Cheever's very damaged Alfa Romeo, a dreadful season for Cheever since he went to Alfa Romeo from the Renault team last year.
We've got a fire extinguisher going off. All the smoke, that's probably the onboard fire extinguisher, or maybe the marshal's just giving it a bit of a blowout. They've just, you see, they've covered it in foam, and it looks much more spectacular than it is. This was the incident at Bottom Bend. Oh dear. We got a bit of a 3-car pile-up. I can't see exactly what happened, but it was quite messy.
Indeed it was. Philippe Alliot mostly involved with that, out, and Nelson Piquet now on lap 3 out of 75.